Now, is ranching like the survival of outdoors? Let's break it down. I mean, you're outside most of the time when you're working. Now, you're sleeping outside in the dark wilderness in the middle of the night, or in the snow starting fires? No, like, let's come on. What am I even talking about here? Ranching is not the same as surviving in the outdoors. It is a completely different thing. Are there some aspects that probably overlap where there's skills that could be very helpful? Was, cowboying back in the day or ranching back in the day much more like survival outdoors? Yeah, probably. The truth is, a modern day rancher, you don't have to typically start fires in the middle of the night unless you choose to. If you want to, or you want to camp out with the cows when they're calving or things like that in certain areas of the country, like, yeah, probably. But where I'm from, no, it's different. But why am I making this video? I feel like it should just address the common common trend right now of the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. To be honest, like, I surprisingly had just heard of the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel like a few months ago. That buddy of mine who lives with me, hey dude, like, you like love the outdoors and things like that. I'm like, yeah, I think that kind of stuff's like super cool, and like, surviving off the land and things like that. I love that kind of stuff. Like, do I go and do adventures like him at my like current state? No, I don't. I would like to get to do some more of that, but like, it's just not reasonable right now for my life, hunting and fishing and stuff. He's like, you'd love this guy, this Outdoor Boys YouTube channel. So I like watched like one of his videos, and I'm like, oh, this is super cool. But I didn't really want to get into it because honestly, I didn't want to get hooked on it and then waste so much time just watching videos. And now I'm putting out YouTube videos, and I'm like, bad to say, but I'm like, I didn't want to spend hours watching his hour-long YouTube videos because I know once I get hooked, I just binge on it. That's the problem with like Netflix, things like that for me, is I just want to binge a whole series if I really like it. So I didn't really get super into it. When he decided he was going to leave, I actually had that video pop up because I subscribed to his channel, watched it, and I was like, man, this guy seems like a genuine dude. I started reading the comments. Then I started watching some of his other videos, like how faith-based he was, like how much of a good father he was, how like he had such a like cool journey, like his own unique journey, and that's something that's cool to me. And I'm like, man, there's not a lot of people like that anymore. And it's like, it got to the point where it's like, now that he's done, it's like, now I'm a bigger fan, even though I haven't watched all of his videos. And I don't want to jump on the bandwagon and say I'm a fan of his now, but like, the dude generally seems like a great guy, and somebody like who I want to aspire to be, more like, and I'm not talking about YouTube or anything like that. I'm talking about like a good Christian man, like good father, good husband, like a man. He's known for being a good man. I like, as many people say, like how popular he was on YouTube, he's known for being a great man. Like that's really what people think of, from my understanding when I read the comments and things. Because again, this is perspective. Like, I've watched like only a handful of his videos now, but like the comments, the ones who have been following him for forever, or even just the last couple years, like those guys are like saying like how good of a person he was, and sticking to his values and things like that. And that's like what I want to aspire to do. And that has nothing to do with like the fact I'm making YouTube videos, and I think that says a lot about his character too, is like, when it come down to it, was it cool to like be a YouTuber? But he's like, yeah, but he's like, his values were bigger than that. And that's true to me too. It's like, would it be cool to be able to provide more of this kind of content, helping family ranchers become more profitable, helping, those family ranches stay profitable? Yeah, I would love to be able to put more content out there like that. But like, at the end of the day, it's about being a good person. It's about being genuine and authentic. And in a world where AI is becoming more and more, I think that authenticity is going to be hard to come by. And I think there's a lot of people talking about that already, but even faking authenticity isn't authentic. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I mean, like, yeah, like, duh. It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what this video is about, man, but I'm probably going to put it out because it's like, just be a good person, be a good human being, and stick to your values, and understand you can switch things you're doing. You know, I was a commodity broker, I'm an ag lender, you know, I have some other things I do on the side, like I'm making YouTube videos, like I lost 85 pounds. Like you don't have to just be one thing. This dude like did so many things. Like he was he went on a mission trip, and some people are like, oh, you have to do a mission trip your whole life. Well, it's like you're on a mission your whole life. You're on a mission supporting, Jesus Christ and spreading the good word and living and leading by example. Like that's what you're doing. You're being a father. And you can go start a business. You can go become a lawyer. You can go create a YouTube channel like he did. Like all those things, man, it's like you can do so many things, and all of it is part of your journey. Stop trying to be somebody else who you're not. And I had to struggle with that for a long time, and that's real. Like if I'm really breaking it down, like for me personally, there's like so many things that I would love to do, but it's like, and even when I lost weight, like I really respect like the bodybuilding community and fitness and things like that. I played college football and I love that stuff. But it's like, okay, dude, like, are you going to become a professional bodybuilder? And I had to tell myself, it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I work in ag finance now, and I have for the last however many years. And I want to live on my family ranch, make it more profitable, help that. And it's like, I can help so many people here. And I'm just, living my life with the cards I've been dealt and making the most of it, following the passions like as they come, and just becoming the best man I can be with the situations that God has put me in. You know what I mean? And I think that's where a lot of us have to get to is become your own best version of yourself. And I know we're going to see so many videos about outdoor boys, like TikToks, YouTube shorts, long-form, short-term videos of people, cutting down trees. And no, I did not just cut these trees down for this reason. I actually have them cut like that length for a specific reason, and it has nothing to do with outdoors. But maybe that'll make a good thumbnail, huh? But anyway, just becoming the best version, like being you know what I mean? Because there's gonna be so many people that make all that content kind of play off of his name. And I wouldn't say like I am making a video addressing this, yes. But there's going to be a lot of people who try to copy who he was. And a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I'm a lawyer, or maybe I can do this. And it's like, yeah, maybe you could. But he's like, that what you want to do? Are you doing it just because he found success in it? And I struggle with that for such a long time, which is why I'm sharing it. Because, honestly, like, what have I ever thought that I would be making YouTube videos on helping people make their family ranch more profitable and helping those smaller operations succeed? No, I never really would have thought I would be making YouTube videos about that. But here I am. And, we're growing it. We're getting better. And just be you and go become the best version of yourself. Thanks, guys. God bless.